promise you New Kids on the Block, and they're with me, Donnie Wahlberg and Danny Woods. Hi.
Hello.
Good to meet you.
Danny Woods. I told you, Danny Woods.
You two have just met.
Well, we've been knowing each other for a while.
Take a look at this, the pandemonium out here.
It's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful.
So this is your town. We've got many fans here.
This is our town. This is our town.
What do you think of Toronto? Is this your first time here?
No, we went.
Second?
No, it's about our fifth, sixth, maybe. We were just reminiscing about the very first time we came here, and we were opening for Tiffany, and we went to a nightclub. We hung out. We were here for like 2 days, so we went, to a nightclub to try to meet some girls and stuff, and there was just beautiful girls everywhere. We had no money. I mean, this is before we were
famous.
Anybody. We had nothing. We were broke, and we had to sneak into the club with Maurice Starr, and we were just reminiscing about that and stuff. And we always loved Toronto, though. We always had a good time.
When you started out, you're really young, and then fame came really quickly. Did all of that kind of make you a little bit crazy, or were you like spending money, babes, money, cars?
We got a lot of good people around us, business managers, our manager, agents, all the people around us are really good and taught us well, save our money, because the money might not always be there, and we're pretty stable, and we always have a good sense of home.
Well, I ask you this because lately in the paper you read about Bobby Brown, who apparently is like in debt up to here, and Hammer as well, in debt, because all of a sudden they become really famous, and you just get used to a certain temperature.
It's hard, it's real hard, and it's hard to be young, someone like Bobby Brown, for example, or us, or a lot of athletes and stuff. When you become so famous and so much of a public figure and so wealthy at such a young age, sometimes you don't really know yourself yet. You haven't grown up, you don't really know who you are. So a lot of times it's important to have very smart people around you and or, good family around you. And fortunately we had good family, and we had a lot of people around us business-wise who are like our family as well and are very smart and care about us as well. So we were just blessed with that, I think.
Definitely.
And we've been able to, we've had our troubles too, but fortunately, we've been able to get through them and learn from them as opposed to, lose our minds behind it.
Well, I just want to let everybody know, if you want to phone us or fax us with any questions for Danny or Donnie, please do so. The number is right out on the screen. I'm so shocked. This hasn't happened in a long time with any celebrity where the crowd has gone right around the corner. This is great. Now, all of a sudden, you guys just kind of disappeared for a while. Now, why was that? Necessary for rest, or necessary to, they say you have to empty out the swimming pool in order to fill it up again. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
well, we had a lot of things we wanted to do on our own,
Yeah?
we wanted to explore some things on our own and do this album on our own, pick the producers and produce ourselves and write ourselves. So it took a little bit longer. It took us about 1.5 years to do the album. And we stopped touring in '92, so we really haven't been gone that long.
No, that is definitely true. In what way have you grown? Like with this new album, you've all really grown up. I sit in front of you right now, and you're really sophisticated. I thought that I would see the New Kids on the Block. They're like, supercharged, kind of juvenile. But really, you are not. You're very gentle and quiet, and that's a big surprise.
Come to the show tonight. You'll see something different. You'll see something different.
I think growth is something that you always experience anyway in life. We're going to be growing forever. I think musically, though, I think we're finally able to do what we want to do musically, and I think that's the difference.
You get to call the shots?
Yeah,
at that point?
Yeah, I think we had been in a power struggle since about 89, 90 when we became very famous and we started seeing ourselves not necessarily represented the way we wanted to be represented. We knew at that time that there was a problem with the executive order, as Joe McIntyre calls it, with who was making a lot of the decisions for us and stuff like that. And, we've seized control of that, and I think now we're just representing us, finally. And I think that's where you know, the growth comes in. Because if we want to stand up for ourselves and say, this is what we are, we have to be able to deliver it. You know, we have to be able to be professional and to be serious people. You know, you can't be in a situation like this unless you're focused and really love what you're doing.
Donnie and Danny, do you believe that the so-called gangster rap is really warping all the kids' minds out there, making them do their own acts of violence? Do you believe all that media hype?
I personally think that a lot of music has a real big influence on kids, but I don't think that's where the problem is. I think for music to be able to influence kids means that there's other problems in society that are allowing music to have that big of an impact. You know, I think the breakdown of the family, and you know, I mean, like when I saw the presidential elections and stuff and heard about like all this family value stuff, I was like, you know, that's just Republican Nazism type of stuff that they're always into. But you know, America has a lot of problems, and I think to blame that on music is not right, because, you know, music is a reflection of what is around people. So, I mean,
it's your job to tell everybody what is happening out on the street.
Well, it's our job. Our job, personally, we feel it's our job to entertain people. You know, I mean, and to give people pleasure, you know, and to give people sometimes something to think about, but also something to get away from all the problems that they already have to think about.
That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Right now we've got a phone call. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, who are you?
I'm Michelle Leslie from Lloydminster.
Nice of you to call, Michelle. Who is your question directed at?
Either one of the guys. First of all, I want to thank you for the song Dirty Dog. Reminds me of every guy I've ever gone out with.
Do you agree? Yes, they agree.
That's good, though. That's good.
Okay, my question is, I come from a really, not poverty, but a financially hard family background. I want to make it an entertainment business. I want to move to Boston and become a model, but I don't know anyone, and I don't have the finances. I don't know what to do. What advice do you have for someone like me?
Well, don't move to Boston if you want to be a model. Go to New York or Paris or something.
Or L.A., or Miami, but not Boston.
But what if you don't have, like, the money? I don't know people and stuff. It's really hard for me. I'll take anything I can get. But
well, money, I think if you have talent, you just need to spread it however you can. With me, I mean, Danny and I didn't have money either when we started, but when, you know, people started speaking around town that someone was looking to start a group, everybody started mentioning me because I had always performed every chance I could. And as soon as I got in the group, I said, I got to get Danny because that's my partner, and I know he loves to perform. Yeah, exactly. So if you have talent, just get it out there any way you can. Talent shows, you know, contests. Don't be afraid to show it and just do it. And, you know, you don't need money to get a chance. You just need to show people what you have. And if you really have talent, people will notice your talent, and maybe something will happen for you.
Maybe, Donnie, what you're saying is that maybe Michelle should start here and then.
Yeah.
Okay, Michelle, thank you very much for coming.
And I like her thing about Dirty Dog because, you know, some people feel like that's a song that's insulting women and stuff like that. That's just a song about a relationship gone sour. Right. And it applies to women and men. Women, I mean, in fact, the saying dog is what women call men, and especially in the States, women always call men dogs because they're always cheating on them and stuff like that. So that's a thing that goes both ways, and I like the fact that she said.
We're going to see a video, and thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.